When you had an opportunity to go before, have the committee members here to discuss it with you. I spent some time with Mr. Simcoe and Sal Corvino, and we basically revamped the entire thing to make it completely consensual. So in other words, there'll be no forcing of properties onto the historic preservation list. It would be voluntary. So there's the one part is putting a home or a property on the list, and then they would work with the homeowner to make sure they understand the criteria, to make sure they actually qualify to be historic. So we changed a lot of that, and we took away some of the notice requirements that would have been required for if someone was being forced into, making their house on the historic list. So we took some of that away because it was not necessary. We also added some different criteria relative to if they want to modify the home or their property, what has to be done in terms of the review. And so we took a lot of time, we went through it, and I provided to you what's the result of that document. I sent it to Mr. Simcoe and Sal for their, just to show them that I had made some of the requested changes that they had requested, and also as a complete document. So I think it really complies with what the commissioners wanted as a whole, and that's to keep the statute and ordinance in place, but make it so it's not onerous to any homeowner or property owner that does not want their property put on the historic list. And again, there are some things we have to iron out, like how do we designate or mark a property once it's already been considered and declared historic by the planning board? Do we do something internally in code enforcement? Do they voluntarily file a new deed with a restriction? But those are things I think are really more for the committee to work out than the commissioners. I think as long as you're okay with the ordinance, we could move forward on that if you want on the next meeting or not. They'd be happy to come and talk to you about it again, but I think it complies with what you want.
What I would suggest is that we review it, get any changes back or any suggestions back to Mr. Tempo. If there's nothing major, then we try to get it on the agenda. All right?
Because right now we're under the old one. The old one is the one that's still in play. So,
and also included in your packets is the revised water ordinance. So take a look at that. If you have any questions, comments, or changes, let me know. With that being said, I'm going to turn the program over